Top of the morning to you. Welcome back to the Apple Podcast. I'm your host, Jameson Appleseed. To my right, we have...
It's me, Cousin Nicky.
Today, we'll be celebrating St. Patrick's Day with an Irish apple and a fan-submitted recipe. Hope you enjoy. For our first segment, we'll be reviewing an Irish apple, also known as a pomme de terre.
Doesn't that mean apple of the earth?
Yeah, I think you're right. We'll cut to our correspondent, Haggis, who's harvesting the apple as we speak.
Hello, Governor. My name's Haggis the Leprechaun. I've been tending these Irish apple fields for years, since my father before me, his father before him, and his father before him. I've harvested this Irish apple here. It's going to be perfect for Jameson and Cousin Nicky. Let's bring it to them inside.
Thank you, Haggis. We'll get on to the shape, shine, and density. Shape, I've never seen an apple like this before.
I've seen something like this before, but it doesn't come from an apple tree.
Well, that's a fair point. Shine, pretty dull. Nothing much going on there.
Very dull.
Density, you want to take a heft?
I'm hefting. It's pretty easy to heft. It doesn't feel very dense like other apples.
Well, I guess we'll get on to the cut. Alright, so, first we'll start with the waft.
I'm wafting here.
Doesn't smell very appley to me.
I have never smelt an apple like this in my life.
Well, we'll get to the taste. Oh, I lost me apple!
It's crunchy.
Yes, satisfying crunch. Doesn't taste much like an apple though. How many apple
Starchy.
How many apple cores out of 5 would you give that?
Probably like a -4.
I think that's a pretty fair rating. I was also thinking a -4. It's I would not recommend an Irish apple, and this is coming from an Irishman. I guess we'll get on to our fan mail. Today's letter comes from Jersey Mac.
Jersey Mac? I haven't seen that guy since Nom.
Since Nom?
Anyway.
Well, he's given us an Irish apple cake recipe. We'll cut to the kitchen to show you how to make it.
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Now that we have the cake finished, everyone knows an Irish apple cake is judged post-cut, so we'll get right into it. Alright, we'll get into the shape, shine, and density. Shape, pretty crumbly.
It's crumbly, a little bit triangular.
Yes, definitely a triangle. Shine, it's not too much shine, but...
Rather dull.
Yes, you would expect that from the streusel topping. And then density, you want to take a heft?
This feels like a plate, but I guess the thing on top isn't very heavy either.
Alright, we'll go ahead and waft it. Oh, that's an Irish apple cake if I've ever smelled one.
It smells pretty nice.
And before I forget, we Irish like to serve our Irish apple cake with custard. So
Well, in Brooklyn, we like to do the same thing, so
just
let me
drizzle
add
a
it.
bit on. Okay, I'll let you serve yourself.
Let me take a drizzle.
Look at the flick of their wrist. Look at their wrist.
Satisfying crunch. Very sweet. Reminds me of home. What do you think?
It's a pretty good apple cake.
How many apple cores out of 5 would you give it?
I might have to go with a 5 out of 5 apple cores. That's a pretty damn good cake.
That's a rare 5 out of 5 from
Cousin Nicky!
But I would agree. It's also a 5 out of 5 for Jameson Appleseed. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Well, I thought that episode went pretty well. What about you, Cousin Nicky?
I think it was a pretty good episode.
Yes, I'm getting a call. Golden Delicious.
Oh, Lord.
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Delicious. I'm sorry, Mr. Delicious. I don't think it's culturally insensitive.
Golden, what?
Yes, Mr. Delicious. I understand. Okay. Okay. Yes, bye. He says we have to drop the accents.
The accent! This is my regular voice!
Jameson Appleseed. I'm just knuckling. It's Stone Cold Raw.
I'm wafting here.